Welcome to TerrierVision. We're here with Wofford women's golf senior Lauren Dunbar, who just won the Cincinnati Bearcat Classic this past week. Lauren, how did it feel to get your first tournament victory up in Cincinnati?
It felt great. You know, I was able. The weather wasn't ideal, but you know, I was able to grind it out and play one shot at a time, and I was able to win.
Now, speaking of the weather in that tournament, I mean, I know. From what I know, on Monday there was a lot of rain. There was a lot of heavy rain at times, and the tournament was originally scheduled for 54 holes, but they only got one round in on Monday, 18, in which he shot 1 under 71, a very good round. And then on Tuesday they were looking to get another 18 holes in, but about 15 or 16 holes into that Tuesday round, the rain came back, and I heard there was lightning, and so that kind of put an end to that. But was it a weird feeling to play so many holes on day 2 and then wind up just that your first round was the only one that counted?
Yeah, it was a little odd. Of course we wanted to play and definitely move up as a team, but that's just part of the game. If the course became unplayable, the water was puddling on the greens, and it is what it is. So I was able to take home the trophy.
So how does this one compare to when you were a freshman? It was just a match between Wofford and Radford, and you were the medalist, and like really a 12, 15 team field. But this time in Cincinnati, it was a 97 player field. So I imagine this one it's got to feel a bit more special than when you were a freshman.
Yeah, it does. Just really, I guess the fields is different, but just staying in the process and just staying to your own game and just knowing that there's everybody's playing a good player out there, and you just got to stay with your own game and focus only on your game and the team.
So take us through the round on Monday where you shot 71. Kind of, if you remember it at all, if you could take us not hole by hole, but maybe how you started, holes that you played well on, and then maybe where you struggled a little bit but came back.
Well, I started off a little struggle. I had to get up and down from probably about 50 yards or so, and that I would say that putt on that hole, number 11, is a par 5, but a 5-footer. It was probably the key point, key putt of the round to just keep grinding it out. And then I went on and made a couple birdies. I got lucky and holed out from having to lay up from about 74 yards out. So golf is part of luck. So a little luck went my way that day, and I was able to bounce back after a couple of bogeys, and so that's pretty much it.
Now, heading into the second day, you had to sit on an 18-hole lead, sit on the lead heading into what we thought was going to be the final round on Tuesday, and then it wound up that just the first round from Monday is what counted. But do you think that helped you at all, kind of getting that experience to sit on a lead and have to think about it? Because that's one of the toughest parts of golf is thinking too much. So do you think that experience helped you?
Oh, for sure. Every time you're in the lead of a tournament or close or in the hunt, it's definitely puts a different amount of pressure on you, I would say. And this one was definitely a learning experience from this tournament. So hopefully I can learn from not thinking too much, and the night before, or my practice after the round. So this is learning. It's definitely a learning experience.
Now let's take it to more of the team this year, and how you think how you think this team compares to some of the teams you've been on in the past at Wofford. I mean, I know we've got a couple of freshmen in Nicole Chin and Leela Oakley who are already in the starting lineup. So do you see a lot of potential in this program? Maybe a lot of potential that hopefully can flourish this year, your senior year.
Oh, definitely. Nicole and Leela have been key to our lineup this fall for sure. But I mean, we've had a strong team in the past, and it continues to get better and better every year. The competition with the qualifying this year has been probably the tightest I've ever seen it, and since my past 3 years, which is great because it makes everybody work harder. So I feel like we're definitely due for a tournament for a win as a team, and it will come this season. Hopefully in the next 2 tournaments this fall and into the spring too. We definitely have the talent for sure.
So maybe explain to some of the people watching how the qualifying works for our women's golf team. What you girls go through every week to see who gets to go to play at the tournament.
Normally there's a certain amount of rounds we play, possibly like 5 rounds we play in a couple of weeks span, and we just average them up really, and we might go to a different course to change it up, but it's just the average, and whoever the top 5 travel, so that's normally how it plays out.
So as we head into the later stages of the fall and then we get toward the spring, Wofford every year hosts a Terrier Intercollegiate in the fall, and then in the spring you go down to Hilton Head to play in the Low Country. Is there a tournament this year, even if that's the SoCon tournament all the way at the end? Is there a tournament this year you're looking forward to the most?
Really, I always look forward to the tournaments we host. I love going up to Mimosa Hills in Morganton, North Carolina. It's a fun course, and we're going back to Amelia Island this year, so that should be a lot of fun. It's a great area, and it's a lot of fun.
All right, Lauren, well, thank you so much for joining us and giving everybody a look inside the women's golf program, and again, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
That was Lauren Dunbar, senior with the Wofford women's golf team.